My phone pinged at 2:47 a.m. Not a text. Not a call. A notification from an app one had installed 3 weeks earlier. An app my husband did not know existed. Because I had cloned his phone. I was lying in the guest bedroom of our Lekki apartment. My body still recovering from the miscarriage that almost killed me. My best friend Chloe sleeping in the room next to mine. I opened the app. And I saw everything. Every WhatsApp message. Every deleted chat. Every voice note he thought he had erased. The last message was sent at 2:43 a.m. From Chloe. She is asleep. Come to my room. The guest bed is too small for both of us. I did not scream. I screenshotted everything. Then I forwarded it all to her husband. And that was when the real story began. Let me rewind. Because you need to understand how and the bubbly girl became the cybersecurity student who cloned her husband's phone. My name is Anne. 37 years old. Born in Enugu, raised in Lagos. I was the loud one at every party. The one who danced too hard and laughed too long. Chloe and I met at UNN. Microbiology department. She was quiet. I was chaos. We balanced each other. In Nigerian culture, a best friend is not just a friend. She is your sister. The one who names your children. The one who stands beside you at your wedding. And she did. Chloe stood beside me when I married turned. Handsome turned. Engineer turned. The man who promised me London, Canada, America. We were going to relocate together. Build a life abroad. We used to stay up late, scrolling through immigration websites. Dreaming about our future. He said, Anne, we will leave Lagos. Start fresh. You will study something new. Become whoever you want. I believed him. That was the mistake. When I had my third miscarriage, the one where I almost bled out in the hospital, Chloe did not ask. She packed a bag from her house in Ikeja and moved into our Lekki apartment. She told Tond, I am staying for 2 months. And needs a woman around. Tond said, thank you, Chloe. I do not know what we would do without you. I remember thinking, God, thank you for this village. I was so blind. The first 2 weeks, everything felt soft. Chloe made me egusi soup and pounded yam. She held my hand when I cried. She said, your time will come, Anne. God is just testing you. But then, small things started changing. I would wake up from a nap, and Chloe would be wearing my perfume. Not her perfume. My perfume. The one Tond bought me from Dubai duty-free. When I asked her, she laughed. Oh sorry, I ran out. You do not mind, do you? I did not mind. Because that is what friends do, right? Then Tond started coming home later. And later. He would say, traffic from Victoria Island. But his shirt smelled like vanilla. The same vanilla as my perfume. One night, I could not sleep. My body was still healing. I was in the guest bedroom because I could not bear our marital bed. Too many memories of trying for a baby. I walked to the kitchen for water. Barefoot. No light. And I heard whispering. From Chloe's room. Not Chloe alone. 2 voices. I stood behind the wall. And I listened. Chloe said, she is getting suspicious. You need to be more careful. Tond's voice, she is too broken to notice anything. Just give it time. Time. He said give it time, like I was a wound that would eventually close. Like I was not his wife. Like I was not the woman who almost died carrying his child. I did not confront them that night. I went back to the guest room. I closed the door. And I made a decision. The next morning, I acted normal. I smiled. I thanked Chloe for breakfast. But inside, I was calculating. I remembered something. Those late nights turned and I spent dreaming about relocation. He always said, Anne, you should learn something new. Cybersecurity is big abroad. Women are making money in tech. He was right. But not for the reason he thought. I enrolled in an online cybersecurity course that same week. Ethical hacking. Digital forensics. Mobile device cloning. I told Tom I was building a career so we could relocate faster. He was so proud. He had no idea I was learning how to destroy him. The course was 6 weeks. I finished in 4. I stayed up every night while Chloe slept in her room. I watched tutorials. I practiced on old phones. I learned how to clone a device without touching it. And then, one night, Tom left his phone on the dining table. He went to shower. I had 3 minutes. I installed the cloning app. Linked it to my email. Deleted the installation evidence. He never knew. For 2 weeks, I watched everything. Every WhatsApp message. Every deleted chat. Every voice note. At first, the messages were just flirtatious. Good morning, beautiful. You looked tired today, rest well. But then, they escalated. Chloe sent him a photo. Wearing my dress. In my bedroom. While I was at the hospital for a checkup. Tom replied, you are more woman than she will ever be. That message broke something in me. But I kept reading. I kept screenshotting. I built a folder. Evidence for the lawyer I had not hired yet. Then I found the messages about the miscarriage. Chloe wrote, the doctor said her body reacted to something. Like poison. Tom replied, good. Good. He said good that his wife almost died. I went through Chloe's bag that night. While she was in the bathroom, I found the pills. Mifepristone. Misoprostol. The same pills they give you to terminate a pregnancy. She had not just slept with my husband. She had helped him kill my baby. I did not confront them. No. I wanted them to feel safe. I wanted them to think I was still broken in the guest bedroom. So I kept studying. I kept watching their messages. I learned their patterns. They met every Thursday. When I had my therapy appointment. Except I was not going to therapy. I was sitting in my car outside the hospital, watching their locations on the clone phone. They went to a hotel on the outskirts of Lagos. A place called Serenity Suites. Chloe always booked it. She paid in cash. Tom always lied to me. Work meeting ran late. I screenshotted every confirmation message. Every address. Every timestamp. Then I called Kofi. Chloe's husband. Kofi worked on oil rigs. He was home for 2 weeks. He had no idea. I sent him everything. Every screenshot. Every hotel booking. Every voice note. He called me 5 minutes later. He did not scream. He just said, what day do they meet next? I said, Thursday. 2 p.m. Serenity Suites. Room 204. Kofi said, I will be there. Thursday came. I told Tom I was going to my mother's house in Enugu for the weekend. He hugged me. He said, rest well, baby. He texted Chloe before I even left the compound. She is gone for 3 days. Meet me at the usual place. I did not go to Enugu. I drove to the hotel. I parked across the street. I watched them arrive. Chloe first. She was wearing red. My favorite color. Tom came 10 minutes later. He was wearing the cologne I bought him for his birthday. I waited 20 minutes. Then I called Kofi. Are you ready? He said, I am in the lobby. We walked up the stairs together. Room 204. Kofi knocked. A woman's voice said, who is it? He said, housekeeping. The door opened. And the world changed. Ton was shirtless. Chloe was wrapped in a bedsheet. Kofi did not speak. He just raised his phone and started recording. I said, hello, Chloe. Hello, husband. Chloe's face went white. Ton's mouth opened. Nothing came out. I stepped into the room. I looked at the bed. My heart did not break. It just stopped. Then I spoke. I have every message. Every voice note. Every hotel receipt. I have the pills you used to poison my pregnancy. And I have a lawyer. Ton finally found his voice. Anne, please, we can talk about this. I laughed. You should have talked to me before you told Chloe I was not woman enough. I looked at Kofi. He nodded. We walked out together. The police were waiting downstairs. I had called them before we knocked. That was 18 months ago. Today, I live in a 3-bedroom apartment in Lekki Phase 1. Alone. By choice. The divorce was finalized in 4 months. I claimed damages for emotional trauma, physical harm from the poisoning, and financial settlements from our joint assets. The judge ruled in my favor. Ton lost the apartment, the car, half his pension. And Chloe. She is serving 5 years. The police found the pill bottles with her fingerprints. The hotel had security footage of her buying abortion medication from a medical student. Her children, her twins, live with her mother now. They do not visit. They do not call. Kofi sends me pictures sometimes. They are doing well. He says, you saved my life, Anne. I would have raised those kids thinking their mother loved them. She did not. She loved my husband more than her own children. I never had another baby. My body could not. But I finished my cybersecurity certification. I work remotely for a company in London now. The relocation Tom promised me. I did it myself. On my own terms. I have a British visa. I leave in 3 months. People ask me if I am bitter. I am not. I am grateful. Because betrayal showed me exactly who I am. I am not the woman who cries in the guest bedroom anymore. I am the woman who learns cybersecurity while her husband sleeps with her best friend. I am the woman who clones phones and builds evidence files and walks into hotel rooms without shaking. My name is Anne. I am 38 now. And I am still lively. I am still bubbly. But now I am also dangerous. And the people who try to destroy me, they are exactly where they belong. I did not just survive. I learned. I planned. I won.